Thank you so much for giving us your input and also a context into how NSE really has come to this stage. As Alex highlighted, the process began back in 2016 and there were many hurdles in between. But now the fact that it has received an in principle no objection certificate, it brings it to the last step of actually finally offering its IPO and coming and getting listed on the Dalal Street. I have Dharmesh Kant, Head Equity Research at Chola Securities, joining us at the moment. So we've just heard the breaking news of the current moment is the fact that SEBI has given its no objection certificate for NSE IPO that has been in the queue for a long time. We've been speaking about it through the course of 2025. Now that this has come in, how do you read this news and how significant is this?
Yeah, good evening. I mean, this is a very big news. It was long awaited. Eventually, I think NSE IPO will see the light of the day. And Alex, details, contours very well, and those are the fine points which needs to be seen. What is the pricing and how the people are going to react. But my own sense is post-listing, there will definitely be some liquidation pressure on the NSE stock because there are many people who are holding it for many years, particularly from the retail side. You can see some, liquidation pressure coming in. More it does it, this IPO will rationalize the valuation multiple of other exchanges which are there like BSE, MCX and all. So it will be more of a, resetting of the valuation multiples because of NSE listing. And I think there will be some price correction happening in the stock prices of BSE and MCX as well. As of now, going by the unlisted price, around 20-25% discount is there. But again, let the fine print come about the pricing and everything and what market cap, because it's a very large issue. So what kind of dilution they initially NSE will come out with, and accordingly the terms will be decided. But net, what I like to sum it up, it's a very good thing which has happened for the capital market space, and one very strong play will be there for the investors and traders to take advantage of.
Right, of course. So you did highlight that while you highlighted two very important points, Mr. Kant. One, that post-listing liquidation pressure on NSE stock could be seen, and possible price correction in other exchanges, for instance, MCX or the Bombay Stock Exchange, could also be pretty evident. We have my colleague Shrimi Chaudhary also joining us on the phone line. Shrimi, your first comments on this news. What do you think the impact of this would be on capital markets? Of course, another player listed, another exchange as large as NSE would be listed very soon.
No, so Alex has pretty much summed up the entire sort of timeline as far as NSE hurdles are concerned. But the important factor here is the settlement amount, because that has been debated for some time, and that was one of the issue where the SEBI and NSE were talking about it and try to negotiate the amount, because if you remember, on June 20th, 2025, I'm talking about last year, NSE had filed a settlement application for the co-location and other cases. So what people at this point, in NSE, indicating that the NSE at that point has agreed to pay around 1,400 crore as the settlement amount for both co-location and dark fiber cases, two main cases actually. So what we have been given to understand from the sources, that if you actually calculate from the 12% of interest from last, almost a decade, because this has been lingering on since 2011-12, because both the cases are, initiated from then. So if you actually calculate, it's crossing 2,000 crore. However, NSE has submitted and agreed to pay 1,400 crore. But with all those interest and penalty, etc., it might reach above 2,000 crore is the sense we are getting. However, we don't have official confirmation on the amount settlement number, but this is what we are gathering at this point of time from the sources from SEBI, that it might above 2,000 crore, and that's very crucial Now, just for the understanding of our viewers, the legal experts have been, talking and, tracking the case. You need to understand that NSE had won the case before sat in Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court did not give any relief in favor of SEBI. The case was more in the favor of exchange than the regulator. But probably the exchange shareholder wanted the matter to be closed. Hence, NSE board approved for the settlement. So that's how it goes. In co-location case, particularly, it was alleged that some broker actually exploited NSE facility by placing their server physically closer to the exchange server for faster data access and gain unfair edge over others. So these two issues were very crucial. And in fact, the final amount is very crucial to know, because we need to see the document which NSE might put in public, because anyway they have to go for draft prospectus after this NOC. They are going to mention the interest at the rate of 12%, and that's very, very crucial because even for the settlement date last year when they filed, it was 1,400 crores, and the 12% of thing which they are kind of trying to negotiate, it will definitely reach over 2,000 crores, is what the sense we are getting at this point from SEBI.